Well, if you've tuned in to this one, this is week 7 and 8. Actually, it's week 8. It's a little bit later as far as the finish date is concerned, but that was just because we wanted to have a really good outcome. Sometimes you have little mistakes, and sometimes you have to wait for them to be fixed. And that's exactly what ended up happening with us. This counter over here didn't have quite the right bevel on it, and we needed to get more bevel, and it took a few days, actually a week, to get that done. It came in last night. It looks great. This counter, big, nice. This really wasn't late, though. I mean, the amount of work that was done to have it, for all intents and purposes, accomplished in 7 weeks is a fantastic job, done by really good people. Lloyd's, based out of Sandy, Utah, just did a fantastic job. If you're looking for a small or a large job, you should contact them because they're very good. Their project manager was fantastic. Their workmen were on time, neat, clean, and did good work. If we had an issue or two, we could bring it up and it was addressed. And that's really what Brandon was all about, our project manager. Andrew helped out an awful lot. He did a lot of the final finish work. Austin, I believe, was the finish carpenter who did the incredible work with the cabinetry, as well as duplicating and recreating a rail from what we had before, which was over in this area. You're looking at a picture of it while I talk, and taking it all apart and making it into a creation that you can't tell whether it was never there or not before. It looks like it's always been there. It looks like it really belongs, because it does. Flooring was good. The question here is, would we do it again? And I would say for sure, absolutely. Was it worth it? No doubt about it. The design criteria for this was really pretty simple. We needed more storage space. We wanted to be pleasing aesthetically. We wanted to have a better natural flow for people and for enjoyment. And all of those pieces of design were accomplished. Most of that was done by Janet's design work in collaboration with Lloyd's. Michael at Lloyd's just did a fantastic job of working with one another. For 99.9% of the work, there was absolutely perfect communication. Hey, we're all human. So am I satisfied? Yes, I am absolutely satisfied. So why don't we just take a look around at some of this stuff and give you a little bit of the final tour for all intents and purposes. Everything is here. The only thing that we don't have is the fireplace insert or faceplate, which isn't going to be here until December 4th because that's the way it is. We have some reupholstering and some furniture that's being worked on, but that's just the way it is as well. At some point it'll all be here and it'll all be great, but hey, it's cold out, we're not having to eat in the garage, and this is all good as far as I'm concerned. Well, coming in the front door, which is where you're looking at from that general area, it looks big. It is big. Lots of space. When you walk in, you don't feel cramped. We have a vaulted ceiling that goes up there, which at one point I was hoping we could vault it all the way across, but it didn't work out that way. And it works out that it's much better this way. I like the difference in ceiling. It really flows higher here, lower the next one, lower further on down, higher, next high, etc. Just works out, architecturally it works really well. Lots of cabinets over here. Oh, I love the fact that Janet decided to have some glass facing on here. It does definitely look much better than having a blank wall. We've got a very nice counter, which has got all kinds of storage. Well, it's actually for me. I can keep all the miscellaneous wires in here, architectural light bulbs, additional ones. This is what we used. It's a GE, and gosh, you know, they they really have a nice product here, and it looks really super. And I've used their product before. I mean, obviously General Electric, but it really lasts a long time. Matter of fact, the woman at this store said, "Does it really last that long?" You know, yeah, it does. Janet wanted most of my crap to be gone, so if it's not downstairs in my office, waiting to be worked on with an edit, I've got a nice little spot here I can put the stuff while I'm getting it staged. I can charge my camera or the DJI apparatus that I'm using right now with my iPhone, which I really like, by the way. This is the third one I've had. I gave one to Jeff. I sold the first iteration, and these things are fantastic. You know, the old saying is the best camera you have is the one you have with you. And the iPhone Pro Max has got fantastic cameras. Anyway, the island works super well. We've got fantastic storage in through here. You know, all pull-out drawers here. We have more, we could have put in more shelving, but we really didn't need it. And soft close. It's just really very useful. And I love it. I love how the floors have come out. Standing here looking, you know, we've got really a lot of glass on the south face here. And, you know, the way the light's coming in right now, you can still see some streaks, but I've tried really hard to get all the construction dirt off of here. But it's just a great view, you know, up in that way you can see the mountains. Just wonderful. So you get a good feeling of space here. Nice view out the front. We used up or down, up, bottom, top down, bottom up shades. I knew there was something in there for me there. So basically, it's a nice product. Up it goes. We wanted to have it so we still had light come in. You could pull it up from the bottom, pull it up from the top and down. Push the button. Push the button. Down it goes. Nice. Oh, the floors. Oh my gosh. They have come out so well. Now we stripped all the old flooring. Can you tell a difference? Not really. Not really. Just a real well done project from a flooring standpoint, well, across the board. Nice big island, very serviceable. Now we got the appliances back. Oh, it was so fun actually cooking indoors again. And we love to camp, but not out in the garage. Like how the tile turned out. The only new appliance was a Bosch dishwasher. It costs more, but everything we read about Bosch was really good. And whoever we've talked to, they kind of liked them a lot. Storage, 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 storage. Big Lazy Susans down here. We went with a single sink, all stainless, drying rack. Well, I like this drying rack because it doesn't take up much room. Very nice, huh? What do you think? The floor still looks great. Fantastic, right? Nice view. Nice view. The stairs. Oh my gosh. Look at the stairs. Janet's got the flu. Sorry about that, but so she's not going to come on camera. Look at this. Aren't they nice? Oh boy, definitely worth it. Of course, everybody needs to have a dog up on top of the stairs greeting you. How you doing, Shadow? Tiffany lamp. A little bit of the old brought into the new. It's amazing how many times we had to refinish the risers and the stairs to get them right. But hey, you know what? The difference between Lloyd's and a lot of other people is that they actually will get it done right and make sure they do. And their subcontractors were fantastic people and good craftsmen. What do you think? Not bad, huh? So the architectural lighting makes a big difference. I really insisted on under counter lights because, you know, at night, I mean, I use them more than anything else. At night, the architectural lighting really stands out. Rheostats, dimmers. Can do a nice job of changing the mood. At night, you can see that the fireplace has been redone very nicely, I think. Can't even hardly see the grout lines. We have things back in place, mostly. Thank goodness. The can lights are still there on a rheostat. And I'm really, really happy we made this change. This rail. Now, seriously. This was all done by hand. The fitting of this went from 90 degrees at the bottom to the angles that you see here. Same thing up into the top rail. Took the corner newel post from the other original installation. We converted it to this. We put some fillers in, and when we painted it, you wouldn't know that it wasn't like this from day one. You know, when you do projects and refinishing and things I've mentioned before, try to find something of the old so you can bring it along with you. And that's what we did. Light fixtures are controlled here. We put in a smart thermostat. It's an Alexa Amazon product. It's actually a Honeywell. I put the sliders in, the dimmer switches. I made a miss on that. And instead of bugging them about it, I just went out and bought really good ones and stuck them in myself. Yeah, and I'm still alive to talk about it. The fireplace and the tile surround really came out great. I mean, we wanted to have as close to a butt joint as we could get. And gosh darn it, if it didn't come out that way. I renovated the ceramic logs and rebuilt the inside of it so that it would looks a hell of a lot better than it did before. And now it actually outputs an incredible amount of heat. I don't have the heat on in here at the moment, and this thing plus with the solar coming in just warm the place up just perfectly. And when I'm done filming here, I'll turn it off. I just kept it on right now for ambiance. But you know, we had repair damage up in the ceiling from prior work, and these guys came in and really made it all look definitely right. We haven't hung any pictures because we haven't figured out what we want to do yet with that, but pretty much on time, pretty much on budget. Oh, definitely. The only additions we had, frankly, are the things that we added in, increasing the scope of the work. But from here, you know, you've got just this really long sight line. Before, it would all be cut off with with a wall and a pantry that didn't work very well. All of these things were just not really good design, and particularly in the 21st century. And so instead of trying to buy another house that had an open plan, which we actually did look around for, since our location here is fantastic. I mean, we can get on the highway pretty quick. We can get up into the mountains in less than a half hour. I can get to Park City in about 35 minutes. You know, if I want to go to Solitude or, which I don't go to anymore, but I used to, the canyons, whatever, or not the canyons, Snowbird. Well, literally, Big Cottonwood Canyon and Little Cottonwood Canyon, that's Little Cottonwood Canyon, is just right over there. You know, you can see the clouds coming up. Sun comes up, right now the sun comes up right up over that notch, which is Little Cottonwood Canyon. It's all dark right now because obviously the light's doing a bad job of illustrating it. Well, that's it. That's what we've got. Thanks for coming along for the ride. So family, when you want to come out, we got plenty of room. The upstairs is still whatever it was, but downstairs, we got plenty of room to go gather. So thank you. Ciao.